Alright, hi, hello, I am Colby, I am CoDameron, I am your Boca Raton Bothan spy, and it is August 30th, Saturday, 2025. It is the Planetary Qualifier in Kissimmee, Orlando, at the Coliseum of Comics. Great store, great staff, thank you so much. Going into this tournament, I haven't played much since World. I've been thinking about other things, and I didn't really know what to play. Do I play Quinlan? Do I play Hantu Blue? Do I play something weird? I don't know. There's nothing inspiring me right now. I talked to Daniel. I talked to Cure Mode. He's like, look, play my version of Kylo Tarkentown. I'm like, fine. I play his version, whatever he has going on right now. It's a bunch of 3Xs and a 2X Heroic Resolve. I love that. And the sideboard's all 2Xs. I also love that. I fiddle with the sideboard a little bit because I'm expecting both Kylos and Kylo hate. I put in 2 Bazines and 2 Parliamentarians because my sideboard's all 2s. And I'm excited for it. I get here and I set up a recording, so there's not only this video, but there's going to be a bunch of videos of Swiss. There's also going to be a bunch of, there might be a stream for top 8. I don't know at this point, but look at me. I can't not make the content. I love putting out the stuff. I want to just play the game, let people watch people play the game at the highest level. It's the least I could do. I can just hit record on a camera and talk about stuff and record stuff people playing games. So round one I was against Kit Fisto Blue, and I haven't really played this deck at all. I'm like, oh no, I don't have any reps in the complicated Kylo deck. Turns out it's fine when you draw like Migs and Ruthlessness and a bunch of 2-drops in the first turns. I'm playing Krennics, I'm playing Secret Sages. The deck, just, you look at the first hand and you're like, do I have a 2-drop because the deck has a bunch? Do I have some resource, some enhancements to resource? I've got 20 of them. I've got smuggle cards, I've got the freelance, the gunslingers, I've got the Lom Pikes. Turns out the deck just kind of plays itself sometimes, and you know, you do the line, you play Migs, they can't kill it because they're playing blue-red and they don't have Daring Raid or Grenade Strike. You kill their guy, and you just steamroll from there, especially into Kit Fisto. Not much to say about the match, but both matches, I'm playing 3 snapshots and all the 1-drops because it's Daniel's aggressive version. So I'm really able to just pepper the damage, you know, put a 1-drop stick, put a Ruthlessness, put a Infiltrator skill, whatever on Krennic, just to get a little bit more damage. As long as I'm getting value out of the enhancement and attacking and getting it when I flip Kylo, that's the way the deck works. So you do that, you play a bunch of cards, he's at like 19 damage, and on 7 I just claim, and I hit him, and I win. I sided out the Heroic Resolves for the Bazines in game 2, as you do, because you're expecting, you know, you're watching, are they sideboarding anything in? Maybe, maybe not, but the goal is to hit the Parliamentarians on 4 or on 6, just so that they can't get you with it. I did play the Bazine because I was otherwise far enough ahead. I had Rey and I think Krennic with an enhancement on it. You hit them, you play Bazine because you don't need the 6 resource turn all that much. You clear their hand of the thing that's going to kill you. I think I took a Rival's Fall, but I found the snapshot anyway. And then you do like 10 to 12 damage on the flip, and you just win the game. So that's round 1. I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm recording, I'm vlogging. I'm having a great day. Let's just have a good time today. All right, round 2. Cad Tarkentown. Tough matchup, apparently. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm supposed to play a Crafty or a Krennic, or Karis turn 1, or even Migs. I don't know if I'm supposed to go first, I don't know if I'm supposed to go second. This is where not knowing you're doing your homework comes back to bite you. I don't know if I'm supposed to go first or second, or what my actual good turn 1 play is. Maybe it's just kind of nothing. The Crafties felt good, but the deck is all about putting a stick on your guy. And this deck was very good at killing my guy. So, game 1 I got there because I got the whole combo. I got it all in there, I attacked, I won the game. You do enough damage early, and you can get the win. I had a couple of really good plays. The Bazines were annoying, but my cards were redundant, and as long as they were bodies with a pulse, they could hold a stick and turn sideways. The game 2, it was really hard to find the right unit to use Tarkentown on. I think I used it on Bazine game 1. It was weird. We traded, he like did Bazine into my Crafty after getting the ping, and then we traded Tarkentowns for like 1 health guys. It was weird. Game 2 I decided to side out. I'm like, ooh, I can side out the Force Throws. He's running Jabba, he's drawing a bunch of cards. I'm giving him cards with Force Choke. I want to keep the Force Choke for the Cad Banes, but I'm like, there's no way he's going to get me. He ends up playing the Mist Hunter in space and starts hitting me for 3 and drawing a card. He has a bunch of efficiency. He gets like an Enfi's Nest to get a really good trade into a guy. I think I had Krennic with the shield or something. It turns out my guy with the shield, if you have ambush, you just bang bang and I die. I think putting the sticks, Ruthlessness, and Gun, making your guy 4 power is kind of cool because it kills Forlom, but it's really hard to kill the Bosk. It was really hard to just get the damage in, which is what the deck really wants to do. So I lost game 2, and then game 3 he ends up landing a Phantom, and I have no answers for that. I didn't bring in my Entrenched, so I was really focused. In the second game, I'm like, can I get an Anakin resolved and kill his Cad Bane? It didn't really work out. I think there was a cooler line I could have played, but I was playing some sort of linear. Oh, and then game 2. I lose because Bamboozle. I suit up my Kylo. I'm like, I have the snapshot, but if I do a snapshot, I don't think I win the game based on that. There was a really cool line where I could win that turn, where I put Ruthlessness on, and then I put the lightsaber, and then I attack. I kill his Greedo with the lightsaber ping, get the Ruthlessness kill, and then I like would have exact lethal with the Gunslinger and the Forlom. But he has any interaction, namely Bamboozle, and I just get wrecked. So I get Bamboozled, I get wrecked. Game 3, same thing. I have almost lethal. I have the snapshot in hand, but not the actions to get it killed because he plays the Phantom, and suddenly I'm at 17, and then Cad Bane and the Phantom are threatening to kill me. There was a really cool line where I bring out Kylo, I suit him up, no snapshot, just a bunch of stuff, and if I can attack, then I can potentially hold on a turn, win with Devastator. He has the Bamboozle, I get wrecked. Turns out he also had the Sneak Attack plus Devastator, and turns out he had the Forlom to clear me. His deck was he played it very well, and I just don't think I had a really good matchup, and I certainly didn't do my homework. So 1-1, didn't do the work to win the match, but really great game, really great set, scary decks. All right, game 3 against Yoda Red Force. This game, this deck is really good against Blue-Red Hero. They'd have no way to deal with MiGs, and even the two drops, the crafties are really good. So I just went crazy on them. I just attached all my stuff to my guys. I attacked. I had MiGs with Ruthlessness, and sometimes lose a guy to force to open fire or something. But I always felt like I was really ahead. Really, in every game, I was ahead. I was using my enhancements. I was getting the damage. I was letting my guy die. Lightsabers and stuff. I think if I was a little bit more conscious of the breakpoints, specifically, I went really hard. I put double holocron on a force crafty, and I double pumped. I should have kept the shield on him, but I just wanted the damage. I'm just like, swing face. I'm playing aggro. And then I died to like the perfect open fire. I'm like, I should have left myself alive. Anyway, games are feeling really good. I lost game 2 to Parliamentarian because I had him dead to rights, and I even had Bazine on 6. I was way ahead. I had like 15, 16 damage on him. He was clearing my board, but I had Kylo with the snapshot, with all the damage, with the perfect setup, ready game 2, and I Bazine him on 6 because that's the plan. You're already ahead. Kylo represents lethal. You just need to get to 6 or to 7, and then get him out. Problem is, he did the thing where I Bazine him. His hand was Rival's Fall, Force Throw, Redemption, and a Night Sister Warrior. Really good hand, but no Bazine, so no Parliamentarian. And with the snapshot, the Rival's Fall doesn't represent an actual threat. So what I do is I don't make him discard with Bazine, and then he just hard claims or something. He was very aggressive. He did a very aggressive claim, and he top decked, and he drew 2 cards. He drew the Parliamentarian. He shuffled my stuff back, and now I had a Bazine on board and nothing to flip Kylo with. I think I flipped Kylo. I got like 5 damage or something, and then I lost the game. But the point is that I think the really pro play on this deck is just on 6, just like hard claim, just like go to 6 and claim. If you can represent lethal, and the thing is you have to know they don't have Parliamentarian, so it's like Bazine and then hard claim. That's the line you have to take, and it would have been good. But whether they have the Parliamentarian on 6 or on 5 or whenever they have it, if they have it, they get you, and that's what Bazine's doing in the deck. And I think if you're playing against this version of the deck, you're supposed to like Parliamentarian on like 3 or 4. You have to play the mind game with the Bazine. Maybe you even Bazine from hand on 4. I don't know. You still need the damage at that point. Point is, I'm 2-0. 2-1. I won that game 2-1. and we're still rocking. We're still alive. We're hanging out. All right, round 4 against Thrawn Hard Control. Honestly, super fun matchup to play. It's the guy that I lost to with Quinlan Green at the top 8 and 3 PQ, because he's just a fun guy to play, and always plays hard control. And just okay, so game 1, the plan is always play as many guys as possible, go as wide as possible, value stuff, smuggle stuff. And turns out when you're playing the 3 Reckless Gunslingers, the Alam Pikes, even like the Ray that I'm happy to have die, it just feels really good. You put a couple sticks on the guys, you're filtering, the deck just feels great. At one point, the board's kind of empty. I'm hitting him for stuff. I had like 14 or 15 damage on his base. I had 15 damage on his base, and I looked at my Kylo flip, and I was great. I had great draws. I had all of my 1-drops and my snapshot, and I had 14 damage. I go, geez, should I hit him? But then I'm probably, if I hit him, if I ever attack with Kylo, he's dying the next action, unless he claims and he's dying the next action the next turn. So I choose not to, and I'm like, okay, let's just filter another Ruthlessness, and then he passes, or he passes, and I'm like, oh, claim. And then I'm able to flip Kylo with an extra resource, with an extra 2 damage, get the 16 damage, quick game, and goes, oh, I didn't realize. Game 2, really funny game. I end up having all 3 Reckless Gunslingers, and I think I play a Crafty turn 1 who dies to Merciless Contest, and then turn 2 I play a smuggled Reckless Gunslinger. Turn 3 I play Reckless Gunslinger and Reckless Gunslinger from hand.
Your suggestion screwed me over.
You're welcome. Thanks. So now my board is 3 Reckless Gunslingers, and I'm really wide. The next turn I end up having, like, he kills one of them and he taps one because he's Anakin, but I'm getting some chip damage in. That's how you do it. I've smuggled 2 cards. I've got a bunch of cards in hand. I play some more things to go wide, and I think I end up Anakining. I get an Anakin on like his Thrawn to make him down to 0 power. He goes, I can't hit that. He evacuates. Suddenly, I've got a zillion cards in my hand, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. So over the next couple of turns, I'm like, I don't even have to resource these cards. I don't have to smuggle them in. I got a million cards. I play as many 2-drops and as many Reckless Gunslingers as I can slam on the board, getting all my value out of Anakin's. And my Kylo ends up having this really big discard pile, and I'm counting it out, and I'm counting it out with them, because we're like, there's so much going on here. Let's just make sure that we both know what the board state is, how much damage I can deal. I'm getting $9, $10, $11, and the damage I can deal, like 18 to 20 damage. It's getting a little bit more every turn. He's at 8 damage on board. He has the Vigilances, he has the Client, so I'm trying to play the value game and say, okay, at some point this is going to hit him. But he certainly brought in some graveyard. He probably brought in the restocks, probably not Parliamentarians on a deck that's running 3 Vigilances, but the restocks, certainly he's got them, right? And in my head I'm like, look, if he restocks me, that's fine. That's totally fine, because I'll lose a little bit of stuff, but I've got so much in there. As long as it's not a full Parliamentarian, on like 9 or 10 resources, I end up Bazining him. I take like a Ravel's Fall or something, and I am at 28, 29 damage. I choose to not swing. I choose to not do the full thing, risking the resupply and getting my chip damage where I can. And in my head, I'm like, look, the Kylo is the win condition, but really, I've got so many tools in the deck, I can overpower him. Eventually, he just doesn't draw. He didn't get 3 resupplies. He didn't draw them. Too bad. And I do get there, but the chip damage, the Anakin, I had like Tarkin Town was saved for Force Throw plus Tarkin Town into Snoke or something. The deck just felt great. It had all the tools and the inevitability to just win the game. So I'm afraid of the graveyard hate. People are bringing it in. People know how to play it. But otherwise, I'm 3-1 going into round 5. Wish me luck. All right, round 5 against Sabine ECL. I really liked this set because it was really textbook. The matchup, what the matchup should look like. Game 1, he has initiative. I play Migs. I clear the guy, and I steamroll from there. I play enhancement on guys. I hit his base. His ECL was, I forget. It was subpar. It wasn't the big guy. It was a medium guy, and it was K2. It was K2 through Migs, but Migs was able to get me far enough ahead that just I start putting things on things, and the force throws look good, and the Tarkin Towns look good. It all was great. Game 2, I keep a hand. I bring in not the grenade strikes. What did I bring in? I brought in Not the Bazines, not the Devastators, not the Parliamentarians. I brought the Entrenched. In. I took out some things I didn't think I needed. Kept in the Force Chokes. And my opener was Krennic, Choke, and 4 enhancements. And I'm like, this is playable. I can cheese something with the Choke, get the Krennic, and the deck will provide. Well, the problem is, I go Krennic turn 1, he goes A-Wing turn 1. He goes Chewbacca turn 2, I go Sword turn 2, because I don't have a good use for this Choke. And I keep drawing enhancements. And I'm filtering, I'm doing the thing, but ultimately, I hit his base, he hits my base, he's hitting me a little bit harder and faster, and I don't draw the Entrenched or the Force Throw plus whatever. I would have Force Thrown. I didn't have a Force user, so I was really looking for the 2 Entrenched, but at the end of the day, he just had the way to kill me. Just the A-Wing hits me enough, and I can't actually stop it, and he has initiative, and he has Sabine. He was very good at not using the ping, which is super correct in this matchup, I think. Didn't use the ping at all, he cared about initiative, and it paid off. Because game 1 I had the Kylo kill, game 2 he had the A-Wing Chewbacca. Game 3 I could have kept, my deck shows me the same hand, but instead of Choke, it was Entrenched. So it was Krennic, it was like double Krennic Entrenched. It might have been 4 Lom. And I said, you know what? I don't want this. I want something a little bit better. I need to grade a little bit harder for the MiGs. I think I need the MiGs in this matchup. I have Initiative, which I don't even know if I want in this matchup, because the ECL Sabine unit is rough. I mulligan into a hand that is basically turn 1 Reckless Gunslinger. There's a couple of enhancements, there's a couple of things turn 2, but I filter a card and I find, I think I resourced Anakin plus Heroic. I'm like, I don't think that this hand gets me to Anakin. I was right. Game 2 ended at 5 resources, and game 3 wasn't looking great. So I go turn 1 Reckless Gunslinger plus gun. I filter into the gun, and I'm like, okay, now it's 4 power unit. If he gets Sabine and he chooses ECL Sabine into that unit, I'm toast. He had Battlefield Marine start, and I was even considering a turn 2 lightsaber on that guy, but wasn't meant to be. He had the ECL Sabine. Now his board is Sabine plus Gunslinger plus Marine. I think I play MiGs and then I filter, and then I think I use my extra $1 on something. It was rough. He just played more cards. He kept attacking my base, and then I didn't have any board presence. Like, if his board is at any point, if his board is Sabine plus Battlefield Marine, and my board is empty, something has went tremendously wrong. He did play on his slip turn the Sabine's tie, the masterpiece, and then I entrench it. I'm like, yeah, but like, I was trying to cobble together something, and there was no shot. There's just, if that matchup, he didn't even have the Wrecker at that point. It was the 4 cause on like the $5 turn. The point is that MiGs, if you can get the MiGs to stick, it is that good. If they can get something in the empty lane, then that's good enough too. The Chewbacca, it wasn't even the fact that it was a Chewbacca. It was like, I didn't care about the immunity. I just cared about the fact that it was +3 power in space. Hits me like 4 times and I'm just super dead. So I'm 3-2, and we'll close it out. I don't think I can make the cut, but you never know. See you later. All right, round 6. I'm up against my buddy Jason Sonic. Jason's on Han 1 Data Vault. Chewie pilot, U-Wing, but he's got a really cool list, man. It's got Kelvin Beck, it's got the Porgs, it's got Depas, it's got resupplies, it's got all the cool stuff. And the top table didn't want to be on stream, so I'm like, you know what? I'll do the stream. So I got it recorded. Amazing. We can watch the whole thing back. Game 1 went as expected. I got hit in space. I didn't have the entrench. I didn't have enough interaction. I think I had a pretty good Tarkin Town kill, but it was kind of rough. Game 2, I played really well with the MiGs. I played some good units on the board. I was really afraid to put the lightsaber on things because about Waylay, but turns out it was just fine. Like, he was just going to get me anyway. I had a good turn where he passed with Kelvin back on the field. What a ton of damage coming out of the Kylo, out of the Han turn. But I was able to hit it with Gunslinger, my Krennic, who didn't die, and then Tarkin Town, and he goes, oh, oops. And I had just enough damage to get over the line. I had Hotshot Blaster manual on Lom Pike. I had Kylo with just... I had a weird graveyard. My graveyard was like Entrenched plus Heroic Resolve. Hold on. I just didn't draw the right stuff. But turns out I just flipped Kylo with Heroic Resolve, and that was it. And I had like Migs and Snapshot in my hand, and I'm like, okay, and Force Throw, and I had enough damage on board with my big beefy guys that I punched through. Somehow I get game 2. Game 3 is weird. Yeah, game 3 was weird. It turns out that I think his deck just puts out more threats than I can handle. The Han flip coming out at 6 health and the Force Choke's not dealing with that is kind of rough. Letting him ramp. Oh, the ramp. The resupplies were so bad. And then he just hit me in space with the Falcons. I think, yeah, the U-Wing into Falcon ready plus Poe pilot to do 5 damage. Ugh. He had the Parliamentarians. I think I Bazined them just in case. I had the biggest Kylo possible. I had like maximum Kylo, and I hadn't done any damage. And I'm like, there is a line here. And I like Bazine him for he's holding home 1 and surprise strike, and I count it wrong. I was just mental mathing, and I'm like, oops. And I was like, oh, if he plays the home 1, then it's in space, and I'm scared of space things, and then he'll get the Obi-Wan back, and I'll have a Sentinel, and then I won't be able to. I don't have the Infiltrator skill, so Kylo won't be able to get through for the second hit. And it turns out, like, if he killed the surprise trick, he's like, I pitch it anyway. And he had the Chewie and the Han. The deck has damage, the deck has pumps, the deck has really good cards, and he plays it really well. So the Kylo lost to the space, and really what the deck is that it's a Han 1 green value pile, and it's not just a spaceless anymore. He does have the good space cards, but also he has the Calrenbeck, the Depa, huge champion. He's got the L3s, he's got the techs. It's really firing on all cylinders for that deck. So I'm 3-3 now. I'm probably going to drop so I can eat some food and actually stream the top cut. If you've been watching these, thank you so much. I'll probably still do another vlog. There might be another entry after this. I don't know. If there's not, thank you so much. Watch the games, watch the stream, enjoy playing Star Wars cards, and may the Force be with you. Have a great time.